I think we just watched the whole heavyweight division of the UFC be saved by the oddest man. His name is The Incredible Hulk on IG. The Incredible underscore Hulk on IG. Josh Hokit. This man gave the fight of a lifetime. I never seen a more entertaining fight in the heavyweight division, to be honest. I was super entertained. The fight came after Dominic Reyes and Johnny Walker, which we'll talk about them later. But that was the one of the worst fights of the year. So Josh actually showed us a lot of new things. He showed that he has heart. He showed that he's a dog. He showed that he can be fun in a heavyweight division that's dying. It's one of the least interesting divisions. Part of the fault is on the athletes. Part of it is on the UFC. Uh, they haven't been promoting any fights in general, but especially the heavyweight division has been in shambles since the whole John Jones fighting a 40-year-old fireman. Uh, but Josh Hokett came to stay. He came to claim his division. I picked Blaze before the fight. I thought Blaze was gonna do it. I thought Blaze's wrestling will be better, but Josh showed that he could defend his wrestling. And uh, when he got taken down, he got up. He gave Curtis Blaze all he could handle on the feet. He actually took Curtis shots. He wobbled him. He got wobbled. Man, it was just a crazy, crazy fight. Um, this man is so odd. He promotes himself, which is more than most UFC fighters do. They all should learn from him. He is playing a character which is kind of silly, but at least he's trying. He's not like boring or with no personality at all, which most of the UFC fighters are like that. And it doesn't help that the UFC doesn't promote like they used to. Like in the Conor McGregor era, we had Ronda, we had Conor, we had John Jones. They were promoting themselves as well as being promoted by the UFC. Right now, casuals don't know any fighters. Probably casuals don't know any fighters on this card. And maybe that's why the UFC had trouble selling tickets in Miami. I can tell you, I live pretty close to Miami, about an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes. And none of my casual friends even knew this fight was going on, to be honest. This was a total promotional flop by the UFC, but it's their fault. They they're not creating stars anymore. Uh, that plus the whole Paramount deal, and not having pay-per-views anymore, so they have even less incentive to promote fighters. It's gonna be the demise of them. It's already a niche sport, and it's gonna become even more niche. I feel like we're losing a lot of casual fans, which is what makes the sport a sport. Um, and yeah, it just sucks for the sport. And Josh Hawkett, he's getting pretty popular here. If I look at his Instagram account, he's got. Let me see. Let me update this thing. Look, it went from 145 to 146 in a few minutes of me recording this video. And it was actually at 136,000 followers when I checked a few hours ago. So he's been gaining followers. He's been gaining popularity and across all social media, which is good. Opposite of Carlos Olber, which had an amazing fight. He had a comeback of the year, if you ask me. Um, I thought he was gonna lose, like everybody else. He was almost like out of this fight. He was on one leg. He was falling over, and Jiri was just doing Jiri things, just like jumping and like pointing to the ground and like trying to give him a chance while still kicking his leg. So he wasn't just like throwing the fight, but he got too confident. I feel like Jiri just wanted a real knockout instead of like a just like a leg kick knockout. So yeah, he made a defensive mistake. He got caught. Uh, Maybe Jiri's chin is finally gone because he's been cracked a few times since he always had a good chin. But who knows now? Maybe maybe this is it for my beloved Jiri Prohashka, man. He's one of the most exciting fighters I ever watched, and I'm really sad for it. But yeah, Olberg is only look 180,000. I don't think it's going up. Oh, it's also 1,000. But when I checked a few hours ago, he was at 176, and freaking Josh was at 136, and he went from 36 to 46, so 10,000 followers. This guy has only gained like 5,000 followers in like a few hours. So yeah, um, good job, Hokit. Good job, Carlos Olberg. But the moral of the story is to the UFC fighters, promote themselves, man. I don't want to lose this sport. I don't want it to get worse. I don't want it to lose more fans. You know, I enjoy watching the fights every week, and I'll watch even if um the car is full of just duds, full of like people I don't even know, and I know almost all the fighters. Um, but casuals won't. And then okay, UFC media and UFC fans, they're also complaining like we don't have like super stacked cars with stars like big names. There are no more big names. The last big name to leave the UFC, I feel like, was John Jones. Who we got now? Sean O'Malley. Yeah, Sean O'Malley. I don't know. According to what I heard, his pay per view numbers are not what, uh, they're not what people think they are. I don't think he's as popular as people think. Maybe I don't know. Maybe with the really young kids. I'm 30 years old. I don't really see him on my timeline that much. Talking about how bad this car has been. Um, Look at the fight just before Josh Hokit and Curtis Blades. We had Dominic Reyes against Johnny Walker. Both of them usually knock somebody out like pretty quick or get knocked out. In this case, they went to the cars, but not in a fight like the heavyweights. They went to the cars in a fight like freaking Rose Namajunas and Carla Esparza. Not as bad, but almost. And yeah, man, it was just pretty disappointing. I feel like they should get caught, to be honest. Maybe they won't because you know, they have tenure in the UFC. They've been here for a while. But I feel like they were both fighting like they were afraid of getting knocked out. And how can you blame them? Look at Dominic Reyes' record. After the fight with John Jones, which, yeah, I think he won that fight. But anyways, he lost by KO to John. He lost by KO to Jiri. Bad spinning elbow, I think, KO by Jiri. Lost to by KO to Ryan Spann. And then he had a good little streak. Anthony Smith, not really a good win at the time. Justin Jacoby, not a bad win. It's actually a good win. Krylov too was on a streak. But after that gets knocked out again. Against the guy on the main card. On the main event, I mean. And there he is on the main card. And look, and yeah, this is what happens. This is what happens. How is this fight on the main card? Are these guys really popular? I don't think so. I don't know what the UFC was thinking. Maybe they were thinking they were gonna get a KO, but anyways, the things are so bad that two guys that get KO most of the time, and lately they get KO more than they KO other people, are on the main card. Johnny Walker. What is? Ignore this. Oh, what's up with you, Tapolo? That's some weird ass. That's a weird ad. Um, how can I get rid of this? Man, what the hell?
A few moments later.
1 hour later.
2 seconds later.
Anyways, this is Johnny Walker's last few fights. He beat Ming Jiang. I remember that fight, KO in round 2. I mean, you know, the level in the light heavyweight division, Ming Jiang is not that good, to be honest. But hey, he won. He got, okay, fine. He got a KO win. But does that mean he deserves to be on the main card of UFC 327? Yeah, I don't think so. Before that, he just got KO'd bad by Volkan Ozdemir. This guy gets KO'd like in the UFC 5 game, like the KOs I be doing to people. Magomed Ankalaev KO. No contest. Weird fight with Magomed Ankalaev. Beat Anthony Smith. Again, Anthony Smith. Yeah, his last few fights in MMA, at least MMA with gloves, wasn't good. Anthony Smith, shout out. He just won a heavyweight fight in the Game Break promotion on bare knuckle MMA, which I was impressed with that. He looked like he revived a little bit. But yeah, Paul Craig, you know, jiu-jitsu guy. Iron Kutulava, super small guy compared to him. Not a bad win, not a great win. And before that, look at all these KOs. Yeah, man, that's the state of the UFC. But hopefully guys start promoting themselves more. Be it interviews, be it the UFC actually doing their job and promoting them. I don't know, doing more press conferences, getting these people out to, like, I don't know, not channels anymore. Mainstream media doesn't really work anymore. But like, I don't know, podcast, something. But yeah, that's my takeaway from UFC 327. Let me know if you have different thoughts about what went on. Do you think Josh Hokit saved the heavyweight division? I feel like he did. Yeah, if you like the content, if you're still here, subscribe, give me a like, thumbs up, or thumbs down if you didn't like the video. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.